Did this surprise you?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
It's a far-out idea, but you know you can't write it off. I mean, Amazon has had a lot of nutty ideas over the years, and have made a lot of them work. Now, to be sure, as Jeff disclaimed, you know, quite openly on the 60 Minutes piece, it's not happening anytime soon, right? I mean, the FAA is talking about 2020 really for this kind of commercial unmanned aerial vehicle traffic in our skies.
Right.
It seems impractical now.
Let's talk about all the challenges that would be involved here. I mean, you mentioned interference.
Sure, yeah. If somebody wants to grab one, there's nothing to stop them.
Just pick it out of the air.
They're also talking about, with these devices, delivering one item at a time. You know, so our skies are going to be filled with them. I mean, today
I
Amazon...
normally get multiple things
Right, they put them in one box, and they put lots of boxes in a truck, and they achieve lots of scale in that way. So it seems impractical today. I think it had more to do with, you know, what they wanted, the statement that Jeff was making about Amazon itself.
Okay, so let's talk about that. Obviously, this is years off if this ever happens. Why mention this now?
Well, as Amazon spokesperson Craig Berman actually just told Corey, I think it reflects the kind of risks they like to take at Amazon. You know, they want to be seen as big thinkers, as risk takers. And look, Amazon's a discount retailer. Like all discount retailers,
they
get to be a certain size,
to get
and
attention.
Yeah, there are lots of reasons to be uncomfortable with the larger economic impacts they can have. And we're seeing Amazon have a lot of labor problems in Europe.
Let's talk a little bit about that. I mean, are they trying to divert attention? There are workers striking in Europe, in Germany right now, because conditions are so tough. You know all about this.
Right. I don't think it's a matter of diverting attention as much as it is, you know, trying to own their own narrative, particularly a day like today, Cyber Monday, lots of people making online purchases. Amazon, you know, it does have its share of troubles. Now, you know, to be clear, Walmart is facing a lot tougher scrutiny here in the U.S. and all around the world. Amazon's, I think, on that path where people are going to begin to scrutinize the way in which, you know, it treats its employees. It's very frugal. That's how it passes off low prices. We'll see if there's more trouble along those lines.
You talked to a lot of workers when you wrote your book. How taxing is it to work in one of these fulfillment centers, especially during the holidays? They do have extra staff, but it's a tough job.
It's a hard job. But I talked to a lot of workers in the FCs, temporary workers who kind of plan their years around these kinds of jobs, who liked it, you know, who felt a degree of ownership and a kinship with the company. I'm unwilling to sit here in our comfortable studio and say that these jobs are bad because they're hard. You know, people generally know what they're signing up for, and Amazon's paying considerably higher than a minimum wage. I think that does need to be said. Now, they do make mistakes, the big one being the lack of air conditioning in some Midwestern FCs, and generally they have corrected those mistakes.
Bezos is also obsessed with space exploration. Is this some sort of marrying of his two passions? I mean, has he been going after this space dream to somehow make it work with Amazon?
I think they're pretty separate, but maybe they do. It does sort of evoke this kind of greater interest in these technology leaps. A very different kind of problem set. Mostly, I think it's him trying to position Amazon as being futuristic, risk-taking, big thinking, at a time when we may just see them as a discount retailer.
So, would you bet that this is actually ever going? Are we ever going to see Amazon drones?
I think maybe, sure, eventually.
So you say yes.
I mean, in our lifetime, tomorrow, in 5 years, I think the impracticalities, there are a lot of impracticalities that need to be overcome.
How much money do you want to wager on this? You made a lot of money on the book, right, Brad?
Well, I think in our lifetime, of course, it's feasible. It may not ever be big on grand scale.
All right.